Okay. Sorry for the crappy footage. My tripod mount has been lost, so I had to improvise, but I just wanted to make a quick video. There's been some talk on the news about an issue. Apparently Target decided that they were going to allow transgender people into their bathrooms. They claimed it was for equality and other issues. Anyway, I read something on MSN.com about an hour ago where some Christian website that supposedly, what's the word I'm looking for? Some Christian organization, I should say, that protests against things that supposedly violate the traditional values. They've supposedly gotten over 500,000 people saying that on this petition that they're going to boycott Target. And I mean, I can understand where people are coming from. You know, you don't want some guy who is supposedly a pedophile going into the girl's bathroom and saying, hey, I'm transgender, I'm gonna go in there, and then have him molest some kid or something. But, you know, when was the last time that ever happened? When was the last time we read in the news or even saw on TV that some guy went into the girl's bathroom? I can't remember the last time I heard about it. I think these people in general, and this is just my opinion, I'm not judging anyone, but I think certain groups of people in general are afraid, they're confused, they don't have all the information. You know, being transgender is not a choice, it's who we are. They did a study a few years back and found that being transgender is not a choice. They have scientific evidence to prove that your brain is wired from birth to tell you what your gender is. And for some people, their brain is wired to tell them different. For example, a transgendered female, male to female, may have their brain wired to say, hey, you're a female. Just because their outside appearance is that of a male, just because they have a male anatomy, male parts, whatever the hell you want to call it, doesn't mean that's who they are. It's all up in here. And I think it's stupid that people are boycotting, like, oh, I'm gonna boycott Target because they're trying to have equality. You know, this whole country's gone to hell. You know, I look at places like the United Kingdom, I look at countries like Canada. You know, we're way behind in terms of gender equality and equality in general. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine up in Canada who goes, oh yeah, we've had gay rights long before the US. Even the UK. Even people in the UK that I've talked to on the internet have said that they're surprised that the US is this far behind. You know, we need to support our LGBTQ rainbow community, not go, oh, I hate you because of what you are, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this video, but, you know, in my opinion, yeah, I don't want, you know, a man who is born a man and who, whether he's a pedophile or not, yeah, I don't want some man walking in the woman's restroom and going, oh, you caught me in the woman's restroom, I'm transgender. You know, when I go into the girl's bathroom, yes, I am transgender. When I go into the girl's bathroom, I go in there to pee, I go in there to poop, I wash my hands, I come out. I don't go into the girl's bathroom to goof around and play games. You know, I go into the bathroom to do my business, wash my hands, and leave. And you know, in a public place, yeah, there may be a rare instance where a guy decides, oh, I'm gonna follow that girl in the girl's bathroom and fondle her, and if I get caught, I'll just say I'm transgender and nothing happened. But even if it does happen, it's not like the police can't get involved. It's not like he's not going to get caught at some point. You know? It's just bullshit that people... You've got these companies that are coming out and saying, hey, we support LGBTQ rights. And then you got these asshole Americans who go, oh, that's not kosher with us. It's like, hey, you want to be in a relationship because you're gay, lesbian, bisexual, whatever, go for it. But the moment you start encroaching on our rights as humans, and that just pisses me off. You know, we should support each other, not be against each other because they conflict with our traditional values. We should, as a country, we should take our traditional values, throw them out the door. You know, there's been transgenders, transsexuals, whatever the hell you want to call us. We've been around for centuries. And I'm talking back in the medieval ages, the dark ages. You know, we've been around for years. And, you know, I can understand where people are coming from. But, you know, I'm going to have to stick with Target on this one. And one of the good things that I read on MSN.com and on Google in general, because I did some research on this, is Target made it clear, you want to boycott us, fine. We're not changing our position. You know, Target has made it clear we're not going to be persuaded by, you know, the populace. You know, Target is one of those few companies, you know, those few organizations where, you know, they're going, hey, you want to go against our beliefs, you want to go against, you know, equality, fine, but we're not budging. And, you know, I got to give a thumbs up for Target for doing that. You know, in my opinion, you know, we need to support everyone, not go against people because of our fears. And, you know, you can come up with all these excuses, you know, I don't want my kids going into a bathroom with a man. I don't want this, I don't want that. But, you know, say what you mean. Admit that you're afraid. Educate yourself for a change. You know, I wouldn't want, if I had kids, I wouldn't want some man, I don't know, going into a bathroom and they come out and going, oh, I'm transgender. You know, there are a lot of transgenders who don't have the guts to come out and be who they are because of society. They don't have the ability to say, hey, you know what, I'm transgender, I want to live my life the way and be happy. There are a lot of transgenders who hide in the closet, who hide and have a miserable life because society as a whole says, oh yeah, you come out as transgender, you know, you're screwed. You go into the girls' bathroom or the men's bathroom, you're screwed. And it's not just, you know, it's everywhere. Schools are doing it. States like North Carolina are doing it. This whole bathroom issue just needs to end. You know? It just needs to end. It needs to end. And, you know, yeah, if companies want to create, you know, a gender-neutral bathroom or a family bathroom, fine. You know, a lot of the malls have family restrooms, you know. And again, you know, I'm not trying to say that I'm not trying to condone, you know, pedophiles walking into the woman's restroom and saying they identify as transgender just so they can molest someone. But when is that going to happen? When was the last time that happened, huh? I can't remember in the last 2 years. I can't remember the last time I heard on the news, on TV, or read on the internet, oh, some guy went into a woman's restroom and said he's transgender. You know, if you don't agree with it, that's fine. But don't come at us with a whole bunch of head shrinker bullshit when you're not educated. Don't come at us and say, oh, you know, being transgender is a disease, it's a mistake, you don't know what you're talking about, it's all in your head. You know, there's been scientific proof that it's all about the way our brain is wired. You know, gender has nothing to do with having a penis or a vagina. Gender has to do with how your brain identifies. Sex is what you were assigned at birth. Gender is up here. You know, it's up here in your head. When are you assholes gonna figure out that we just want to be equal? We as a transgender community, we just want to be treated as equals. You're all cool with us being transgender until we start encroaching on your rights. Oh, I was fine with you being transgender till you wanted to use the woman's restroom. You know, you can't just be cool with us until we start encroaching on what you claim is your rights. They're not your rights. They're everyone's rights to a degree. You know? It's just fucking bullshit that people in this country, you know, this whole country is, and granted, there's a lot of decent people, and there's a lot of decent organizations. I mean, look at Bruce Springsteen of all people. Bruce Springsteen canceled his show, canceled his music show, his concert in North Carolina because they refused to change the bathroom law that they created, supposedly called the anti-LGBTQ bathroom law. You know, and look at Sharon Stone. You know, Sharon Stone took her movie and said, okay, we're not going to film our movie in Mississippi because you have an anti-transgender bathroom law. What's it going to take? What's it going to take for you people to realize how fucked up this country is? And how many other countries are way ahead of the time? United Kingdom, Scotland, Ireland, Great Britain. I could name a crap load of countries off the list that are way far more accepting of transgenders and the gay community, the rainbow community in general, than the US. You know, Canada was one of the first states to say, hey, you want to have the gender surgery? Fine, we'll pay for it. Just come live here. You know, there's a lot of countries that are way far ahead of this gender equality issue than the United States. And the only person you have to blame is yourself. And you can come up with all these excuses, but let me tell you something. You know, come up with all the excuses you want. It's not going to work. Because whether you like it or not, we are actually educating your kids so that they'll grow up in a safer, judgmental-free environment. And you can't stop it. You can go to your schools and say, hey, you know, you're the school board. Don't let transgenders in your bathrooms. You know, tell them to use their own, like, nurse's bathroom or their own separate bathroom with one stall. You can boycott Target. But you're not going to win. Yeah, big deal. Target's going to lose some money. Who gives a shit? They're still going to have loyal fans. They're still going to have loyal customers. You know, it's only going to be a matter of time before other companies similar to Target are going to follow suit, and they're going to say, you know what? Target is saying, hey, we're going to allow transgenders into our bathrooms and into our women's restrooms, and other companies are going to go, hey, they got all this backlash. They had thousands upon thousands of people boycotting their stores, and they're still afloat, and they're still fighting the good fight. And, you know, a lot of other companies are going to follow suit. I mean, look what happened with the music industry. The moment Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band said, yeah, we're going to boycott North Carolina because of their bathroom law, many, many other musical artists followed suit. Sharon Stone boycotted Mississippi by taking her business, her movie, her money elsewhere. It's only going to be a matter of time before other actors and actresses and directors and producers go, yeah, we're going to take our movie elsewhere, you can kiss our ass. You know, Target, I got to give you props, you know. I've always been a loyal supporter of Target because they do it right and they really value their customers' rights and equality. And, you know, I gotta say this though, I think Sears and Kmart need to follow suit. Yeah, I don't see Walmart following suit. It would be surprising if they did, and it would be great, but I don't think they're gonna do it. But it's just the way it is. You know, you people are just confused. You're scared. You're afraid. And you can say all you want. Oh, I'm not confused. I'm not afraid. You know, no offense, but you know, the Christians and the Catholics can kiss my ass. You know, granted, there are some Christian churches that do support the rainbow community. I mean, we do have a Christian church here in town, in Tucson, that actually is completely LGBTQ friendly. But, you know, if you're going to come at us with if you're going to come at us, you know, guns blazing, at least try and come up with some better excuses instead of saying, oh, the kids. You know, you can throw your kids in the mix all you want and say, you know, you're protecting them. All you're doing is shutting your kids out and teaching them that it's okay to discriminate, that it's okay for them to hate and fear what they don't understand. When what you should be doing is teaching them how to understand it. Educating your kids on how to deal with the situation. You know? That's all you gotta do is educate your kids. Teach your kids what to look for. Teach them, you know, what it's about. Because, you know, when you die, your kids are gonna have to live with what you taught them. You know, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I think I've said all I need to say on this issue. You can comment down below in the comment section if you hate. I don't give a shit. Because, you know, people are going to hate me no matter what. People are going to hate what I have to say. And people are just going to disagree with it anyway. I don't give a shit. You know, call me a liberal for Christ's sakes. I just don't fucking care. Because no matter how many times people hate on me, you're not going to stop me. You're not going to scare me. What the hell do I have to fear? Why should I fear some idiot who's going to come at me with a bunch of bullshit, half-educated? You know? So, you know, anyway, I just want to say, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Again, if the image quality is a bit crappy, I do apologize. This video was kind of spur of the moment, and I don't really have good lighting in my apartment. I am getting a new camera though. It should arrive in about 3 weeks from now. So, give or take, maybe 2 weeks, I'm not sure. You know, it doesn't ship out till next Tuesday, so I've got about another week and a half to go. Anyway, if you'd like to see some more videos with me talking about current events or talking about shit in the news, comment down below. You can also follow me on Twitter, TouchyFiber692. I'll put the link in the description. And last but not least, I want to thank my subscribers who support me, support my channel, and, you know, even if you don't agree, that's okay. You have a right to disagree. Just don't come at me with a bunch of bullshit. So, I would like to know what it's like for you in your country in terms of in terms of equality, LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer rights. I know there's a few countries out there I'm not familiar with. Australia is one of them. I don't really know what their views are on this situation, but then again, I'd like to hear your opinions on this topic of Target in general saying, hey, if you identify as transgender, use the women's restroom. I'd like to know what you guys have to say, what you think about this. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. This is Touchy Fiber signing off. Bye.